everyone. Little bit of an impromptu live tonight for the Libra full moon, super full moon. We'll explain. Well, you can kind of see my cauldron. Love it. It's a Scentsy, but it's my cauldron. Hi, Carrie. I am uploading your reading, so I didn't forget about you. It's just taking a little bit longer than I thought. Sorry. Hi, Tammy. So as you come on, say hi to me or send a like or a heart or something. Let me know you're here and that I can see comments. That always seems to be something that I'm concerned about. I'll just say that. I'm scarred. So the Libra full moon, thanks for understanding, Carrie. Okay, so a little bit about the moon cycle. We'll just put it that way. So the sun is currently in the sign of Aries. Hi, Brian. And Aries is, God bless you, is a cardinal sign. So the cardinal signs are the ones at the start of each of, thank you, Amber, the start of each of the seasons. So Aries brings in spring. We just had the spring equinox last week. And so Capricorn brings in winter, Aries brings in spring. Oh, I just went blank. I think Cancer brings in summer and Libra brings in fall or autumn here in the Northern Hemisphere. So hopefully, hi, Finn. The familiar is making his presence known. So if you see a little black tail going, that's Finn. So being a cardinal sign, Aries brings in the spring. Aries also, because of spring, brings in this new energy of a fresh start, the new beginnings, fire sign, very passionate and a starter, so like a go-getter. So you might be super motivated right now, which is nice coming out of lovely, dreamy, go with the flow Pisces season. Carrie, you're a Libra. That's great. My moon is in Libra. So this is very interesting. I think that's why I'm feeling it so much right now is because I have a Libra moon. So you're probably feeling it as a Libra sun as well. So the new moon, let me back up. New moon is always in the sun sign that we're in. So we had the new moon in Aries. So now we have this full moon in the opposite sign. So the 12 zodiac signs on the wheel, each one has an opposite sign. So last month we had the full moon in Virgo because Virgo and Pisces are opposite energies. So we have Libra and Aries that are opposite. So that's why the full moon is in Libra, even though we're in Aries sun season. Hopefully that makes sense. Libra is an air sign represented by the scales. In the major arcana, the Justice card. And in the minor arcana, I see very much Queen of Swords for Libra. Very intuitive, very logical, sound advice. Likes to weigh every option and take a look at, almost can be maddening to other signs, but Libra's very thorough, likes to look at things from all angles and see all of the possibilities, kind of like Doctor Strange, all of the potentials. So Libra is ruled by Venus, which represents love and beauty and relationships. So carrying that theme into tonight's super full moon, full moons in general are good for release, forgiveness, surrender, just letting go, letting the universe do the things, clearing blockages to anything that you're trying to bring into your life. So think about what you were trying to manifest during the Pisces new moon a couple of weeks ago. What seeds did you plant? Behind me, seed of life. What seed or seeds were you trying to plant? So now we're going to surrender to the universe and say, all right, it's in your hands, and get more into the yin energy. Yang is very active, masculine energy. Yin is more go with the flow, feminine energy. With the sun being in Aries, like I said, we're going to be very motivated to get some, hi Beth, to get some stuff done. We might also be a little impulsive and impatient because fire signs. I have a lot of Aries in my chart, so I'm always like, let's go. Patience is not a virtue I have. It's my life lesson in this lifetime, and I know it. So I sympathize with anybody who is a little bit like, wait a minute, how am I supposed to release, let go, and be in flow if the energy from Aries is like headbutting? It's not really. There's this beautiful astrological event going on where everything is basically in harmony. Venus is in Aries. The sun is in Aries, very much at home because the sun is a giant ball of fire. So being at a fire sign, very happy at home. Libra with the full moon, also ruled by Venus. Jupiter's in a really good spot. Uranus is in a good spot. I don't think any planets are in retrograde right now. Don't quote me, but I don't think so. So we're kind of at this really good starting point before everything hits the fan. So with a supermoons are just, they're amplified. It's like the energy is 10 times more. So whatever you want to bring in, we got to release those blocks. So this is a great time to just completely surrender to whatever the universe says. It's a really good time to do some spring cleaning. Obviously it's spring, but also the weather has, Beth, you and I were talking about this. The weather has just been phenomenal this last week or so, and being able to open up the windows, the doors, and just let the fresh air come in, and anything, maybe you're cleaning out your closets. I know I was doing some seasonal clothing refresh, going through the stuff downstairs that no longer fits or just doesn't resonate for me and is really in good shape to be donated. And that's great energy, because when our hands are open to give, they are also open to receive. So when we make room, literally and figuratively, make room in our lives for these things, hi Anne-Marie, to come in by spring cleaning, by releasing, metaphorically and physically, anything that isn't working for us anymore, then that allows the universe to bring in that stuff that we're trying to manifest. This week, especially with the influence of the supermoon, we also have, in a number of religions, this is a really beautiful time of year. We've got Palm Sunday today, which kicks off Holy Week, Maundy Thursday, Good Friday, and then culminates on Easter Sunday. In the Jewish tradition, it's Passover. So they celebrate the Israelites being liberated from Egypt, from the slavery, and the passing over of the angel of death, as God was basically raining down his holy terror and taking the firstborns. They took the lamb's blood and marked over their doors so that the angel of death would just pass by. So Passover started with Seder, and I think ends next week. Then Holi, H-O-L-I, is a Hindu festivity of colors and of spring, and celebrates the god Vishnu, who is basically the protector of the universe. His title is the preserver. So we've got three major religions that are celebrating pretty much the same thing. This rebirth, the trees, I said earlier, the trees are budding. The trees always know. The trees they're budding. The bushes are budding. The flowers are starting to bloom. And it's just a really beautiful time. The birds are singing. They're active. Phineas is loving watching all of the animals out front do their thing. The squirrels, the chipmunks, the birds. He's just in heaven. Very nosy cat. So this is just a really beautiful time to let go of anything that's not serving you and invite in that beautiful, fresh energy. This is also the first of 3 supermoons that we're going to have. So we've got one now, we've got one in April, and one in May. So wow. Like I said, things are going to hit the fan a little bit, not in a bad way, but we're kind of in this tranquil time. It's the calm before the storm, astrologically speaking. But right now, let's focus on the Libra full moon. So Libra, scales, balance. Libra loves things to be in harmony. So this is a good time to bring balance within yourself, your inner divine feminine and masculine. Bring balance into relationships with others, with money, because Venus also rules money. To beautify your home in whatever way. A lot of people do the spring cleaning or the redecorating. It's a great time for that. Just bring in more love, joy, prosperity, abundance in all of the positive forms. Be careful what you wish for, because if you say, I would like abundance, and you mean financial, the universe just hears abundance and it's like, abundance of what? What are you vibing out? So you could get an abundance of not fun stuff. So just keep that in mind. All good things, all good things. I already said that. Got ahead of myself. Shocker, I know. Aries is the beginning of the zodiac. Oh yeah, it is also an astrological new year. So you could be having the same feelings that you have January 1st, this excitement of this new year. Even though some of us might have been a little like, hold on, we were really excited in 2020 and look what happened. So, but it's okay. It's okay to get excited, to bring in that energy, that joy, that happiness, and operate from a place of positivity and love. And that's not always easy. But things are really starting to, knock on wood, look good. So allow yourself. That's where we manifest from, a place of joy and gratitude. So let's work on releasing. Hi, Erin. Releasing those blocks. Oh, and it's also, this is a very transformative time. And yesterday, for all of you, thank you so much who joined us at the Crystal Den. That was so much fun, as always. And a theme that kept coming up, and even in my own readings that I do for myself, the Tower card kept coming up. What's the Tower? I'm going to post it soon, but I found the most fabulous meme. For anybody who watched WandaVision, it was a lot of fun. I'm not super into superheroes, but I absolutely loved WandaVision for a myriad of reasons. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's great and fun, and it's really about grief. So just watch it. I highly recommend. Anyway, it's the character Agnes, and she's like winking, and it says, the Tower. You wanted to redecorate, right? So I love it. And the Tower is my favorite card, as you all know. So with that transformative energy, the Tower, Death card, also transformation, one way of being into another. So allow things to fall out. Allow the universe to bring in that Tower moment, to come in like a tornado, stir stuff up, let what falls fall, because it's not serving you. The more that you try to hang on to the stuff that's not serving you, the more you're blocking the stuff that you want to come in, the actually good stuff. So hi, Kelly. And if you are able to get out of that and just seek shelter during the storm, let the universe do its thing, and then you emerge and you see the bricks that are still left. And those bricks are stronger for what they've been through. Metaphor for you. Stronger for what you've been through. And those are the bricks that you want to rebuild with. Right? So just let the debris fall. Let it go. Even though it might not be fun or pretty or easy. Just let it go. And then rebuild on that stronger foundation. With the Tower card, or I'm sorry, with the Death card, that transformation energy, it's just a state of going from one being into another. Think of the butterfly. The butterfly goes through the ultimate transformation, right? Goes from being a caterpillar to goop to a beautiful creature that I don't know anybody who says, oh my gosh, I hate butterflies. We're not friends if you don't like butterflies. Butterflies are my favorite. Hi, Sandy. They're not insects, they're earth angels. So think of that. Think of being that butterfly. Now's the time to emerge from your cocoon, spread your wings, transform. It's time. All right. So get comfortable. I'm not going to super meditate a lot. Just some things that I want you guys to think about. If you haven't already done, I have my list and I'll show you. It's a trick that I learned. So if you burn your list like I do, take it when it's a plain piece of paper and kind of twist it. And then when we light this later, it'll burn much more easily and cleanly. So if you haven't already done your list, or if you have and you would like to just kind of think about some stuff, get comfortable. And if you're able to, and you feel safe doing so, close your eyes or soften your gaze downwards and just listen. If you want to open your eyes or look at your notebook at any time so that you can write down some things. We're also going to be in the full moon energy for a couple of days, so you can continue to do this. Or if you're catching the replay, hi. You can do this over the next couple of days. And really any time is good for release. It's just the energy is super powerful right now. So here we go. Some questions to ask yourself under this Libra super full moon. Have you been giving your power away in relationships? Any relationships? Romantic, family, friends, neighbors, coworkers, whatever it is for you. Have you been giving your power away? Have you been setting healthy boundaries? Have you been saying yes when you mean no? Have you been unconsciously blocking love, money, etc.? Have there been any times that you've held on so tightly to those bricks that need to fall for fear of the change or what life would be like without it because you've become so comfortable? Allow yourself to imagine what it would be like to have the actual perfect life that you dream of. What's stopping that from happening? Chances are it's fear in some way. What does that look like? What does that mean? What needs to be released right now? Have you been too concerned with appearances? Whether it's your own physical appearance or what others think of you, keeping up with the Joneses, childhood programming from the adults around you growing up, the way that you think things should, could look like. Have you been comparing yourself to others? That you didn't accomplish something by a certain age because society told you that you were supposed to, or because your friends from high school did certain things. And here we are 20 years later. Have you been putting others' needs before your own? And neglecting yourself and your self-care? Have you been living through others' expectations? Hi, Kristen. The influences, those childhood influences. Have you been living for others rather than yourself? Doing what you were told you were supposed to do in order to be successful, but it doesn't resonate with your soul. How can you beautify your life? Name one small step you can take tomorrow, like buying yourself flowers. Taking up a hobby, like painting, dancing, And as you move through those thoughts, those prompts, think about all of that. You can always journal later as well. Take a couple deep breaths in through the nose and out through your mouth. Come back into your body. Wiggle your toes and your fingers. Take your time. And you can come back to this if you want to journal about any of that. Lives are always up on the, I almost said channel, YouTube speak, are up on the page, and you can rewatch them at any time. I've been doing better about when I forget to do it, to rename the videos so that you know what you're doing, what you're looking at or looking for. So just look for the full moon release ceremony and go about 20 minutes in. So for anyone who would like to join me, the lovely Northeast Ohio weather is very windy and a little bit rainy. So I'm going to ask my lovely assistant to please bring me my candle. I've decided we're not going to go outside. But I do want to give you guys a little bit of a ritual, a little bit of a ceremony. So if you don't already have one, I like to light a white candle. This is a Billy Tyler healing candle for releasing blocks. Joy sells them at the Crystal Den if you're interested. She had some yesterday. And then if you would bring me my sage, please. Don't sit down for a few minutes. Thank you. And then on the table, I think, is my little circular disc that I burn my sage in when I sage the house. That everybody loves it when I do that.
Just the disc.
Just the bowl, the little bowl.
It's not the bowl.
Oh, where's the bowl? Oh, it's the bowl on the kitchen sink. So I have a bundle of white sage that I use. You can, if you don't like that, there's Palo Santo wood, which I'll have her grab that. I have Palo Santo. It's just a little bit of a different odor.
So you don't need this disc.
I do. Will you grab the Palo Santo? Thank you. So make sure it's something fire safe because that's super important. I'm going to go outside later and do this. I just don't want you guys to have to struggle with me. So this is Palo Santo wood. You can see I've already burned it. It's a little ashy at the end. And you just light it like you would anything else. I like sage. I'm the person that the meme that says, if you don't want to come to my house because I burn sage, it means the sage is working. So you can light, some people like to keep the bundle and light the whole bundle. I let mine naturally come apart like it did. And it's dried white sage. And it's good quality. You can feel, you can tell good quality is a little thicker and a little softer. The thinner, crispier versions will still do the job, but they're just not as good a quality. So just light her up. We're playing with fire. It's fine. And you can either wait for it to go out on your own or you can blow it out and then see that beautiful smoke. I love it. So there you go, guys. There's some sage for you. And I do like to have all three elements when I burn. So if you are burning inside, make sure it's a safe space and in a safe container. It can be in your fireplace if you're lucky enough to have one, or just a fire safe bowl in your kitchen sink, that's fine. So the element of fire, by burning your release list and the sage or Palo Santo, whatever you choose. open the window so that you can get the air coming in, fresh air coming in, and water. So you want some water element in there too. And then the earth element. So that can be the sage because it comes from the ground. It can be the Palo Santo because it comes from a tree. Or some people like to bury their list as well. You can do that, whatever feels right for you. So if you're not able to go outside, or if you live in an apartment complex, you can't dig up the dirt, there are ways to do this. Whatever feels right for you. It's your ritual, it's your ceremony. It has to be authentic for you. And then you can just burn your list and just call in the angels, spirit guides, ancestors, whoever it is for you, gods and goddesses. Hi, Mom. Whatever works for you, whatever feels right. I say it all the time, but that's how you're going to do that. It's like going to the gym. You're not going to do an exercise that you don't like. I'm not somebody who's a super gym person. I'm not a circuit. I'm not somebody who loves to lift weights. So clearly. But I really enjoy yoga and Pilates and bar and drum fit and kettlebell. So if you like it, you're going to keep doing it. If it feels forced, it's not authentic, it's not natural, and you're probably not going to get as much out of it. So with your ceremony, make sure that it's something that, and play with it. Do something different. Like, oh, well, that didn't maybe work as well, or I didn't like that as much, or you get inspired to do something different. Do whatever works for you. I just do what I have found works for me. Always ask for your space to be bubbled in white light, golden, purple, whatever colors work for you. If you're a Reiki practitioner, you can throw your symbols, or your runes. If you're more into the witchiness, the witchy vibes, my cauldron. Some of us are a combination of all of the above. And just give grace and gratitude in all things. When you're done, really set some sort of intention, whether it's out loud or just in your mind. It doesn't matter. The universe knows. Set your intention. I'm releasing these blocks. I'm releasing this stuff that's not working for me. And I welcome your assistance, because remember, they can't intervene on free will. We have to ask them and give them permission. Like, yep, it's good. Go ahead. The universe is very much into consent, and I like it. So I'm going to go outside and do this after the live. It's so windy. I just didn't want to do it and make you guys watch me struggle with it. So I hope that it goes well for you. I will post pictures, maybe a little video that isn't live, for anybody who isn't able to set fire to things. So that way you can get the energy of it. Does anyone have any questions? I also like to throw the sage that I have lit. I am an on-the-ground person, so I do throw a leaf in when I burn my list too, just to get that extra cleansing. And then when I'm done, I pour the water on. Although it might still be a little rainy outside, so I might not have to do that. Mother Nature might give me the water. And it's windy. All right, everyone. So I know there's a little bit of a lag, so I wanted to give you guys enough time. So if you have questions afterwards, or when you're doing your own ceremony, feel free to reach out. I answer emails and messages all the time, so feel free to do that. And I hope that you all have a wonderful, super full moon. If you have problems sleeping, moonstone seems to work well for me most nights. And you're welcome, Erin. Or I don't know if I'm going to say it right, but it's lepidite, something to that effect. Joy Mitchell at the Crystal Den will tell you what it is. It's a little purple stone. It's great too. if there's another stone that works for you. Selenite is great, always. It's a very cleansing stone, but it's a fantastic stone for Selene, for the moon. And I will see you guys on Wednesday at 8 p.m. to talk about the African and Hindu goddesses that I had to put off last time. Sorry. So have a fabulous week. This is a wonderful week, and I hope that you all enjoy your evening. Stay safe. Take care.